So yeah, let's start with Trapper. So Trapper is obviously going D tier. Horrible chase potential. No teleport, nothing. He's just very slow, very basic. Um, his trap is like the only anti-loop he has, and after you kind of start putting down a trap, the survivor should just run away and you should be good. The only scenario where he's decently good is in, when you have a survivor in the basement. But even, achieving that is hard, or you have to invest like several perks to actually make it happen. Whatever. Wraith, I'll be honest. Actually, maybe B tier. Wraith has insane mobility, and that's about it. But that's, look, this game where you have to kind of check every gen. This game where you have to run around and check every gen, mobility is always a good thing to have. He has that. He has add-ons that just make him better as well, like faster braking and all that, which just makes him. He's not like he's at the end of the day. If you uncloak and the survivor is kind of, not asleep, you're just gonna turn back into an M1 killer. Hillbilly, A tier. Should I make another? No, A tier. Why A tier? Actually, what the fuck was that? No, A tier. I'll keep this guy in A tier. I don't think like the S tier guys are way too strong for him. Let's just say that. He's very good. He is maybe low S tier, but the boys are actually getting real for real. But that's about it. What are the plan for this tier? What are you basing it on? Killers in a normal scenario without add-ons. Maybe I should have said it in the beginning. Whatever. No add-ons. With add-ons, some characters objectively get better, like Spirit, for example. Spirit can turn into an absolute monster if she has like her best add-ons, but without add-ons, no. And it's just, I guess if you're against, I don't know. I don't want to say it's like if you're against a full-on team. No add-ons, Ray should be lower. I thought about that too, because the thing with Wraith is his add-ons make him break faster and all that jazz, and uncloak, cloak faster, blah blah blah. But I think we'll get there. We'll do adjustments at the end too, because like Billy, I'm very unsure if I should Billy Ness and all that. Spirit, you transitioned? Yeah. No, we're talking about fucking Spirit in game. Anyways, Billy in A tier, cause obviously very high mobility, has insta-kill potential, very high skill ceiling. So if you're really good with this guy, you'll dominate lobbies. Even without add-ons, this guy is an absolute monster. I just don't think he's on that. Maybe we'll come to that later. I'm not gonna, whatever. Nurse S tier, bro. We ain't gonna talk about it. Last time I had Nurse in S tier, somebody said Blight is better because Blight can be on specific parts on the map faster, which is true. Blight is, the fastest killer, I guess, if you don't count any teleports or whatever. But we have to think about what Nurse does. Nurse, straight up, or on a fundamental level, doesn't follow the rules of this game. She doesn't care about your fucking puny pallets, your windows, your whatever. She just flies through them. Is she hard to play? Sure. But she has insane map pressure. I don't want to hear anybody say she doesn't have insane map pressure. She does not care about what you do. She can just TP everywhere. Oh, you're, up there on the second stage of this one main building. She can just TP up there. It's not really that hard for her. Oh, you were in a massively safe loop. Oh, I don't care. I'll just TP through all of it and hit you. Blight might be better with his old add-ons, but now no way true. And I agree. I fully, with his very old add-ons where he had insane turning speed and all that jazz, yeah, you could make an argument, but no, Nurse, and Nurse will be the best killer as long as she stays. And we're never gonna see a killer like that ever, because it's not that fun, I guess, to play against her. Because even if you play very, very well, a good Nurse will cook you, no matter what. Because you looping does not matter to her if she can just ignore all of it. Anyways, Hag without add-ons, I think is C tier. I don't think Hag's good at all. Without range add-ons, you really get cooked by some maps. Some maps are massive, and if you don't have double range add-ons or range add-ons in general, you're gonna cook. You're not gonna cook. Obviously, her playstyle is less, you have to kind of check every gen, and more like you have to choose which 3 gen or whatever you wanna save, you wanna kind of protect. And even then, she, like, let's say you're in a scenario where you're there with 3 gens and you're up against the Hag. Yes, she can trap them very good, but first of all, you can just crouch through them. Second of all, you can wipe them away. And third of all, if you and your teammates are pressuring 3 gens at once, she can't keep up, because at the end of the day, she's still an M1 killer. And she's slower, she's 110%, and not 115 like a normal killer. And without that on, she just, there isn't really much. Sony makes great televisions. Oh, okay, bro. That's so fucking stupid. Michael Meyer, depends. Pre-rework, D. Post-rework, maybe C. He's a dog shit, bro. Look, right now, his place, you start nerfed. You start slower. No terror radius, that's, you're undetectable, which is great, I guess. And you have no launch range, so you can't even launch. You have to really, get all up on them and then hit them, which is very hard to do when you're slower already. And then you have to stalk them to reach tier 2. And then you're a normal killer. Normal terror radius, normal movement speed, normal attack range, whatever. Which is kind of crazy, because obviously it has to be like this stalker type of thing. And you have to, like, the stalking mode where you're undetectable and like you have to stalk, it's really just a nerf. And then tier 3, you one-shot them, and you have a bigger launch and faster vault speed, which is good, but like he just runs at you faster. He just runs at you more aggressively. That's about it. There isn't really anything more. I'm 67. Post rework, I'll put him in C tier. There really isn't much anyways. Do this. He gets a dash, which is very weird to play. Like, it's more like a Billy dash. And then his stalking, the other thing is still... You still have to stalk to get your one shot. That's about it. I'm happy that they switched it to, like, now you can switch into the stalker mode, but no. Great age? 12? The fuck? Anyways, Doctor. No, D. Let's put D. Or actually C. I'll just do like, hey, this is the new Michael Myers. Yeah, that's gonna be a great thumbnail. Doctor, you will be lit. Who? Mine? Yeah, no, I'll cut all of that. I can C tier, she's 12. What are you on about? What are you... Bro, what did I do? What did I do now? What did I do now? Actually, what did I do? Anyways, Doctor without add-ons is okay. I mean, with add-ons, it just makes him so much better. Without add-ons, he's just very disruptive. And depending, obviously, if you're against very new players, the skill checks are gonna be annoying. But for a lot of people, that's nothing. Like, I might even put him in D tier. But I think his anti-loop can be good. You can't get Bloodlust out of it, which obviously he would be way too strong if he had the ability to do that. But yeah, he's just, there's not much about him. Spirit, not use Oni. Okay, whew, thankfully. Huntress. Actually, I'm gonna put Raven C tier and Huntress in B tier because I think Huntress is just better than Wraith. Wraith has so much more mobility. Huntress doesn't, but her ability is very strong. She can just kind of like if you have to bait a pallet drop to like make her go into the M2 animation and then just continue running. And she can hit you from a range. She can double tap you pretty easily as well. I think she's pretty good, even without add-ons. You don't really need add-ons. Some of her add-ons really do fuck you over, like the Eerie Hatchet. It's not good. I don't know why people think it's good. It was good when you were able to get Eerie add-on and then like the what do you call it? The satchel to get like more axes, and you were able to just one-shot everyone with one axe. That was very strong. But now she's like a nice B tier. My current give is 56. Nice. I'm very proud of you. Baba, C tier. He's a less mobile Billy, and he can kill more than one person, like at once. There really isn't much to this guy at all. He's very, very basic. He's very fun to play against, I won't even lie. But yeah, that's about it. Freddy, I'm going to be the crazy guy. I see that Samus Frank DB clears feet again. How did she know? I mean, Nurse at top 1, that does make sense. Oh, somebody joined and then just left. Where's my... Okay. Hello, Keiki. How are you doing? Huntress in B? Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, you mean feet? Yeah, no, then she would have been S, actually. Anyways, Freddy. What are we talking about? Freddy is definitely the best he's ever been. For sure. Maybe not after his, like, he's always been very annoying to play against. Now I think he's still annoying, but less annoying. His fake pallets aren't that great, but they can really come in clutch sometimes. The main thing about him is his TP. He can fake his TPs, or he can really just TP to a gen, even if they're finished, which nice. And second of all, he can do his like little dream snare where he can slow you down, like just hinder you by a lot. Like he's still a glorified M1 killer, but like a lot of the killers are M1 killers. So I do think he's pretty well, or pretty good rather. I might bump up Billy actually, because I don't think Billy is on the level of Freddy. I think Billy is better. But yeah. I've literally never faced Freddy. Nobody likes him. I mean, he's a kitty diddler, so. Son likes his feet domestically, but that is very true. But if you face a Freddy, Freddy can be an absolute monster. If you don't watch out, and if you kind of... Are you ordering them in the tier? Not yet. Not all of them. I'll do that at the... I always do that at the end. Pig? But I think Pig is absolutely dog shit. I actually think she is doo-doo. Okay, maybe not on the same level. Like here, obviously, she's obviously not worse than Pig B tier. Are you stupid? Pig B tier. I genuinely think she is dog shit. What does she have? She has a horrible anti-loop, which you can counter by literally just walking away if you do it right. But this has nothing to do with it. Has something to do with it. Second of all, okay, her traps. Her traps are kind of pushing her up, cause she does have a pretty strong, like, what do you call it? Like a delay. Like she can delay a game. Like Legion can delay a game, for example, and she can do the same. But what's Okay, maybe B. C, I mean, not B. Definitely not B. She is not even close to the level of Huntress. Definitely not. Her crouch is, they buffed it, okay. Sure, she's a little faster, but no. I see you Pike. You mean like Pigs Piggies? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay, but you can make someone for Doctor just walk away. True, but Doctor has a lot more map pressure than she does. If she can get a trap on you or on your teammates, yes, she can be very good, I guess. But Doctor always has his presence there. Didn't even notice this finally. Well, I did. Minor spelling mistake. We're gonna look at them later again. Clown right now, I think, is C tier as well. His movement speed, build, whatever, got nerfed as well, so you have to actually switch the bottles. Dr. D for being boring as fuck. Maybe. Doctor is actually very boring. I'll be very honest with you. Clown, I would say Clown was very boring to play against. His movement speed build was so fun to play, but was so horrible to play against. Actually, top tier, like, horrible design. Of course, you know, it's the minus. Bro, it can't be real. You make that joke 3 days ago. Spirit and Lori made that joke. Can you guys stop? Please. I don't want to hear that word minor actually anymore. Holy shit. Spirit. Bro. I'll say it. Okay, whatever. Okay, bro. Okay. Anyway, Spirit. Like this Spirit. Actually, goated Spirit. Spirit has no. Spirit without add-ons, maybe A, but definitely not S. No. If it was you, Spirit Viking, D tier, straight up, dog shit tier. Yeah, the Spirit without add-ons, I think, is actually horrible. Because her ability itself is very good, I guess. But if you can't get value out of it, you're stuck on cooldown for so long. Actually crazy. And she is a slow kill. She's 110, not 115. So you have to go around the map without an ability. If you mess it up, you're cooked already. I'm just saying. I think with these other killers, you always have, some sort of like ability ready. With her, if you mess it up, you're cooked. And even if you hit something, it's kind of, you know. With add-ons, she easily makes A, maybe even S. You can make an argument for S, because her add-ons are cracked. But this without add-ons. Legion, bro, Legion is so ass. Oh my god, is this even with add-ons? Hate me because I'm a bad piece of shit, true, actually. My beautiful Daryl look-alike. I will never hate you for the way you look. Legion is so bad. Actually horrible. I won't say worse than Trapper. We'll arrange them later. What does Legion do? He just runs at you very fast. If he hits you in his frenzy, he can go to the next survivor. And if he hits 4 survivors, one after another, he has a 5th hit that downs a person. The chance of actually getting a 5th hit without add-ons is so small. You might as well just not have it. You are literally just, you M1 them, they run away, or you M2 them, they run away, and then you just have to chase them normally. There's nothing else you have. You can't use this ability to like anti-loop or whatever, to like vault a window or pallet and then instantly cancel it. On some tiles it is possible, but when I mean some, I really mean like a very, very, very small amount. And the survivor still has to misplay to actually reach them, because you're stuck in that R for so long, you ain't catching up. Legion was ruined, the second Kaneki was released. Legion before was even ruined, so I think I've never seen a Legion get all 4. Yeah, it is horrible. It is, you need the one way you can actually what the fuck? What did that just happen? The only way you can guarantee a 4-hit, guarantee quote unquote, is by... Where's Legion? If you equip Never Sleep Pills and Mural Sketch. This gives you extra movement speed for each hit you do, because you get faster with each hit. And this just makes your frenzy longer. You're slower in the beginning, but your frenzy is just so much longer. Anyways, hello Kuro, how you doing? How you been? Ara when? Never. Anyways, but yeah, without add-ons, absolute dog shit. Plague, on the other hand, I think Plague is so underrated. She is so slept on. I think Plague is an absolute solo queue monster. Even against like Survive with Friends, she's a monster. I might put her in A tier if I'm being honest, because she has... What do you do? She goes around and vomits on everyone, or vomits on the gens, the pallets, whatever. People interact with them, and after a while, they get injured, broken. They can't heal themselves up, they're just injured. What they have to do is cleanse it. Then that cleanse instantly heals them, but it leaves a new like red cleanse plot, whatever, which the Plague can equip or take. And then she has a very, very, very strong S+ tier ability where she just vomits on you and it injures you. It is so hard. I mean, you are able to miss, but it is very hard to miss. Very hard, because you can just spray across the entire fucking area and you'll just, hit somebody. Plague next to Dr. D for being just as boring. I agree, Plague is boring too. But no. What am I looking at already? Killer Bukage. Yeah, Cake is right. How are you doing, Real? But no, I think... like, if we're... Oh my god, the scared living shut up. Bober. Boober, yes. No. If we're talking... Bro, I'll be very honest. I might put her in A tier, actually. I think, like, especially in solo queue. Not just solo queue, but especially in solo queue, she might be just straight up S tier. She is so unfun. Every time I see a Plague, like, that's the only time I really have a desire to actually just leave the game. I don't. I never do that. But it's like, I definitely get the desire. She's not S without add-ons. True. I mean, yeah, actually, without add-ons. Right. No add-ons is more like B. True, actually, true. I forgot. How the fuck is Clown C? Clown is horrible. Clown is definitely not... This is without add-ons, by the way. Without add-ons, Clown is dog shit. And they change him, so you can't abuse the speed thing anymore. So he's back to the Clown he was before, kinda. We're gonna adjust the orders, though. I'm just saying, we're gonna adjust the orders. But the Clown is... Clown is bad. Ghostface is so bad as well. I didn't expect playing Clown with nowhere and then the speed wasn't changed, so he's still pretty insane. I won every game. Yeah, I think the speed itself wasn't changed, but it was the time it took for you to get the speed buff, which was... I'm pretty sure they just put it back to how it was before, which is like, nah. But I'm pretty sure his hindered thingy is still, like, nerfed. Like, more nerfed than it was before all these changes. So I do think he's pretty bad. Watch every, but that doesn't make a difference from 1 second to 1.6. Maybe, but I still don't think he's... Look, I might put him top C, but I'm not putting him in B. No way. There is no way I'm putting this guy in B. Never. Okay, maybe with add-ons, yes. Without add-ons, no. I'm not putting this guy up there. He's very annoying to play. If we're talking about annoying, do this S tier. But I don't... He definitely does not have the glory he had before. Actually, no, the thing is that even if they change the activation time, there's still a massive nerf. Because before you could literally just chug your shit, walk through it, no problems, and you'd get the buff. A killer that just has parent bloodlust 2 or even 3 use more than just M1K, but I will respect your point. We'll get there. We'll get there. He might be more than just... He's a faster, M1 carrier, you can make that argument and he can slow the people down. I just don't think he's on the level of these at all. But we're gonna adjust a lot anyways later on. This is definitely not a finished tier list by no means. Demogorgon, I just don't care about this guy. I never play him. I think he's so, like, he's okay to play against. He's okay to play. He's so boring. He's so bland. I'll just say it. I'm sorry for every Demogorgon lover. Demo B? Hell no. Maybe. No, hell no. I'm not putting him in B. I think maybe. We're gonna look at it later. Demogorgon has a TP, or he can TP. He has undetectable for some reason. I don't know why. He has like a little dash he can use. What else does he have? I think that's about it. But he's very... maybe I'll put him up in tier. For me, it was the ultimate average killer. He's really in the middle for me. Yeah, I agree. He's so boring. So I might put him in B. Let's just keep him in C for... I think he's literally like the killer, if you know what I mean. Like, he's so basic. He literally has everything, but he's like very basic at it, if you know what I mean. Like, just what Rio said, pretty much. Oni, A tier. I would say S tier. Look, this is the issue I have with these tier lists. It's like, who are we up against? Are we just against solo queue warriors, or are we against a full, like, stacked team that are actually good? Because if we're against the latter, Oni will struggle so hard. Because the hardest, or the best way to counter an Oni is to not get hit. You pre-throw every pallet, I don't fucking care. You're gonna make him kind of, like, not play the game. Then he's just an M1 killer, and if he can't M1 you, dog shit here. The only thing that stops any from being S is the fact that if you go against a good team, you're never getting the first hit area. Exactly. Therefore, no power for long. Exactly. And that's what I mean. I wouldn't say no add-ons only a speed here, by no means. The thing is, his best add-ons are pretty much like this one that increase the movement speed of your dash, and is it this one? Yeah, it increases the drops you get. But even without that, I think he's still very good. I won't put him in B. B would be absolutely disrespectful. Even without add-ons, I think he's pretty strong. And I'm gonna rate the killer audience as well. I want to see if you put finesse in A tier or not. Are you making fun of me or something? What do you mean rate killer add-ons? And then it's like, if you put finesse in A tier, I'm missing a joke here. Is it that one? Whatever. We're gonna adjust, because right now so many people are in C. Actually, let me put this guy up here right now. Death Slinger, but I think Death Slinger is Huntress, but if bad, pretty much. He can shoot you. He doesn't have to hit you. If the chain breaks, you'll still get into deep wound and be injured, which is good, I guess. But he still has to, like, shoot. A lot of people shoot, then reel you in, then hit you, reload. Like, he has to reload, which sucks. Obviously, Huntress has to reload too, but you get like several hatches as one. Me making fun of you never. Yeah, I know you. You cutie patootie make fun of me? Nah. He's too slow. And he's slower, right? He's 110. Which is, I think he should be faster. I don't know why he needs to be slower. But yeah. And you can really, like, when I came back from my holidays, there was this game where we were up against a Death Slinger, and the Death Slinger shot somebody, and I just stayed between the Survivor and Death Slinger, and then I made the chain break, and then he hit me instead of the Survivor. Yeah, I don't think he's good. Bro, Pyramid Head, absolute monster. No. With add-ons. Without add-ons, maybe B. I think Pyramid Head with add-ons is an absolute monster, especially after his rework. Oh my god. His add-ons went from literally the worst add-ons in the entire game to some of, I mean, maybe not some of the best, but like add-ons that actually do something instead of like, we don't know what it does, but hey, you have it now. And I think with add-ons, he might be high A. Maybe, like, okay, maybe, look, we need to kind of keep the S. We might add more tiers, actually, at the end. Blight, easy as, bro. Look, I heard people say Blight is better than Nurse. No, never. He will never be better than Nurse. Maybe until Nurse gets a nerf or something like that. But Blight is very fast, insane map pressure, easy hit, secure potential, whatever you want to call that. Very good add-ons. Yeah, he's just good. He can, like, he doesn't really care. He's hard. He's, in my opinion, way harder than Nurse. Because, yeah, one miss and then you're kind of stuck anyways. Yeah, there's no, everybody knows he's very strong. Bro, I can't rate Twins. I don't know. Y'all can rate them. Because every time I tried playing this character, something went wrong. First, at first I just like got gapped. So the first time I played them, the people insulted me. Second time, I got a bug where Victor just stayed onto the survivor and I could not do anything anymore. And third time, something happened for my entire game to fucking lag like crazy, and then I couldn't play. Until, then it stopped lagging after I was done. I have no idea where to put them. Genuinely no idea. I might keep them for last. Same with Trickster. I think we're gonna rearrange them, please. Thank you. Bro, Trickster is unfun to play against. 100%. The horror, like, actual fun police. But in my opinion, it just maybe. Actually, let's put this away too. Nemesis, I think B tier. I think Nemesis is so slept on. Nemesis is, like, with add-ons, A tier actually. Twins is definitely not S, but you can apply so much private factor you can basically into the S one. Which, okay, I'll just believe you. I mean, I agree to what. Oh, why did I say it like that? To the the things I saw of her or of them. I do agree, but I myself don't have much experience with them anyways, because every time something happened, this character is cursed, or these characters are cursed. Anyways, Nemesis. I think Nemesis with add-ons is easy A, but without B. After the buffs he got, like, when was this? Nearly a year back, he got so much better. You have a range thingy, which is pretty hard to hit. You can do a little, swing or whip and then walk to left and right and still secure the hit. Even though it looks very goofy, it works. You can use your zombies, so even if you're kind of bad and you don't hit anything, you can hit the zombies to generate some of the juice, the stacks. And then at tier 3, you get so much range, you can actually just steamroll through everything. If you can, like, start snowballing very hard with this guy, you'll be able to cook the things. Pinhead. Look, how do you rate Pinhead? Pinhead has two things about his kit. First of all, his chain. His chain itself is pretty mid. It's okay. If you hit it, and it closes the distance between you and the survivor. But if you miss it, you're gonna be farther back than before. Very easy. But what makes Pinhead actually, like, very good is his box. His box is, if you get his box, the survivors will struggle. They need to get the box next time. And the thing is, if Pinhead can't get his box, you like without let's say without his box, I would put Pinhead in C tier. If we just talk about this little thing, bro wants to, yeah. If he doesn't get his box, C tier. If he gets his box, B tier, or maybe not A tier. No, not A tier, but I would say B tier. Pinhead is one of the most mid and least fun killers for me. I do agree. I think playing against a good Pinhead is very. I think his chains are just very like the abrupt movement, flow, whatever, where you have to like take off these chains, whatever, is annoying. And if he gets his box, you will not be able to work on a gen for the next, I don't know how long, until you get the box or it runs out. Yeah. Artist, I think Artist is good. I think Artist is very good. If the thing that I see a lot of people do is put 2 birds on one spot, or use all of the birds at once, or throw them all in one direction. The thing with Artist is there's like this little, what do you call it? Like this little buffer. So if you send 2 birds at once to one survivor, only one will hit. You won't get the like hit. You know what I mean? Like the injure or whatever, or the down. So you have to kind of like place one farther back, then place one farther there, like a little more to the front. And then if both of these hit, you will injure that. Ignoring that, she can check all the gens very easily. She has crazy until her just put the bird there, and what do you do? She can literally just keep the bird there, and you are not doing anything in that tile anymore. Totally valid. I just find this gameplay loop repair. I don't really get very happy about hitting a chain opposed to hitting a hedge to Huntress playing other killers. That is understandable, because if you hit a chain with Pinhead, you kind of like, you still have to walk to them, and you might not even get the hit. But yeah. Onryo, I'm gonna be very. I think Onryo is. I think Onryo is so bad. I think Onryo is actually horrible. The best way to play her is kind of like TP around, get as many condemn stacks, maybe get a hook to secure those condemn stacks, and then fully condemn them and then execute them, which is so hard to do because your entire kit can be very easily countered with a tape. You take a tape, you go somewhere, GG's. Without add-ons as well, you are nothing. You have your little manifest and demanifest, which is okay, but it doesn't, like, you're just undetectable. So that's why I like him. The Huntress doesn't loop and gets boring for me first of all. Pinhead still needs to loop. Yeah, I'll let you guys. Xenomorph S tier? No. Only players are certified troopers that go through hell every single game to get a. Okay, I agree. I like Sadako. I like the Ring, but my God, I'd be lying if I said she was anything. But good. Pinhead, Dredge. I actually thought about putting Dredge in A tier because Dredge has a very simple teleport, which can lead to a insta down. Very rarely, that usually doesn't happen. Their anti-loop is okay, maybe even good. The thing that really, like, that obviously comes with experiences. The thing that, like, a lot of people, me included, struggle with is when you like TP back to like the point you made. You're kind of just like, you don't know which way you're facing, which always happens to me. I don't know. There's an add-on for it as well. So, Dredge scares me. Understand? I mean, they were made to scare you. So, with add-ons, I might actually just put them in. Let me make the music more silent. More A tier. Playing DBD, he says on Discord, and one is still just, I played DBD and y'all didn't watch anyways. Now I'm doing a tier list and y'all are watching. Anyways, Dredge is map dependent. So yeah. Obviously you have some maps that have some of the worst lock response, and then you're just like, well, GG's, I'm cooked. And some of them are good and like whatever. Wesker, I think people think Wesker is one of the top killers. They're smoking some massive crack. I don't think Wesker is that great. I mean, no, I think he is great, but he has a massive skill ceiling, and his add-ons, playing Wesker without add-ons and with add-ons is night and day. Actually, I might put him in A tier. No, this is without add-ons, so B tier. I don't think he's on the level as some of these. He has insta kill potential if you let the Ouroboros fully stack. But if you let it like this, you deserve to get one shot at that point. I don't think like if it comes to that, then it's on you straight up, because it takes so long to actually get fully infested or infected, whatever. His dashing is great, but it's like he's not as map dependent as Dredge, for example, obviously, but some of them, like Toba landing. Oh my god, is Toba landing horrible to play Wesker with? Because there's so much stuff that just sticks out of the tiles where you get stuck on, and you're just playing 10 minutes of humping random things, random plants. That's pretty much what Wesker happens. That by docking the Urban Dictionary meaning. What is docking again? Isn't docking like gay porn? Some maps have 0 lockers by the way. Really? No, that's not true. Can you make Pulse in chat for what? Knight sucks ass, he can suck my dick, he can suck my dick. I think Wesker's well tier, but Sukarov skills do well with him. Maybe. I would put him like high B. I would not put him anything below high B. But I don't know if maybe a like low B, low A. For tier of a killer. So we would. I just don't say no. But you know how long it takes to actually do a poll, because I have to type it all in. I think if actually adds more to Skin Blueprint, you can do some really crazy. Yes, no, look, if Wesker didn't have the infected thingy with the Ouroboros, I mean, he needs the Ouroboros, it's like his entire point and lore and whatever. If he didn't have like the infection with the little cans and whatever, he would be very boring, first of all. Maybe. I mean, he'd be maybe fun to play against, but I think the like you said, it just makes it more fun. And he would be worse, obviously. Because when it does fully stack, you are hindered for 4% and you can one-shot somebody. That is already massive. But we're gonna adjust anything. Wesker mentioned Gooning activated. I mean, I'm very proud for Gooning. But we're gonna adjust everything later again. Knight. I wouldn't say Knight sucks. Look, I'm not putting Knight in C tier by no means. I'm putting in B. Lowest is B, definitely. Do I think Knight is good? No. Do I think Knight is bad? No. I think Knight. I can't speak on Knight has a pretty good gen patrol potential, because his entire kit or his guards are made to patrol. Knight's definitely a high C for me. What? Seriously? I would put him low B at the very least. I think Knight. Okay, the AI. Oh my god, I have so much glitter on my hands now. Fuck. Anyways, the Knights are horrible. I agree. We're gonna adjust the Chair Spirit. Damn. I think the AI is every game you play with Knight, the AI is gonna fuck you over. But then we could make the same argument with Twins, that the amount of bugs, like with the amount of glitches I encountered, F tier or D tier even, D tier even. Like, okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I think with Knight, Knight is an absolute like new player stomper. This guy is S plus tier if it comes to new players. If we're talking about experienced players, he's pretty meh. The thing is, he can really, if a guard chases you and the knight chases you, you are getting hit. You are not escaping that at all. Except when the AI fucks you over, which will happen. But if you chase somebody with a guard, you do secure a hit, but you needed so many resources to secure a hit, and you can't check the other gens anymore. Maybe, actually, I'm just talking smack. Maybe C is actually right. Skull Merchant is, bro. How do I make a new tier? At a row below Skull Merchant, bro. Absolute doo-doo. Not really. If you have a window, you can keep jumping forever. I mean, you don't need to jump it. You just have to touch it. Like if the jailer is slower, like the assassin is very fast, but if you run in a straight line, you'll be able to escape him. The executor, I don't know, the big guy, he'll never catch you at all. And I think another thing about the knight is the knight has, the big guy who instantly breaks pallets. But holy shit, is it hard to actually make that happen. If you're too close to a pallet, you can't summon. So that means you have to pre-press the ability, and if the survivor doesn't throw, what happens? You have to put the big guy there. You waste a lot of time. The big guy can't do anything because the big guy is very slow. So, yeah. Actually, no, never mind. Knight is, yeah. Who's that? Actually, who is this killer? The killer we have never seen. The Skull Merchant. Skull Merchant is so bad. I think you're better off just not using her drones. You have to do so much to get a single proc to hit them with the drone so that they're broken. So much. Even Trapper is easier to play and get more value of. It is so. The thing is, her shit doesn't even function. If any of y'all have played Skull Merchant, her drone can get stuck, where instead of rotating, the laser stays just there, not moving. So you have to either recall it or walk below it to reset it. Whatever. Skull Merchant was absolutely murdered because people refused to learn how to play against her. And I fully agree why, because when I came back to DBD, which was last year in summer, I saw a video of, I think it was Hens, where the video was like how in a competitive DBD game, a Skull Merchant was able to kind of stall the game for an entire hour until like the game ended. And then obviously that gives you that was my first impression of her. But that doesn't exist. Skull Merchant does nothing right now. Absolutely nothing. Legend says the Skull Merchant, the reason Son went bald from the stress of trying to get a single. That is true. Oh, like I played Skull Merchant for a video. That video never came out because it was that bad. I couldn't get a 4K. It was not possible. Hello, Alex. How are you doing? How have you been? Bro, Singularity. Whoa. I'm getting absolutely that was even. White woman sucks a clean people and gets put in doo-doo tier. Bro. First of all, she's Latina, okay? She's Brazilian. How do you not know that? And second of all, yes, actually, I agree. Oh, and her lore itself sucks. She is fake bad, but she is into like anime and manga. She is rich. She is very smart. She can do that. Her father was a like comic artist. What is going on? What is going on, bro? She's a Brazilian weeb. Yeah, she's, I don't know, zoned out until I heard the word Latina. Actually, it's so nice to have you in this community. You fit in here perfectly. Anyways, she sounds MC's wife. What do you mean? Son's MC wife? My Minecraft wife? Yes. My main character? Bro, okay. This is gonna be... Actually, I don't think it's gonna be controversial. Bro, I think Xenomorph is absolute dog shit. You have a single thing you can do, which is her little tail stab. And there is a thing to counter it. Some killers have a better ability with, like Huntress, for example. You cannot counter Huntresses. I mean, you can play around it, but there's like not an item that counters you getting hit or something, or like remove Huntress's hatchet or something like that. Why does Xenomorph, who I think has like one of the worst range attacks, have a counter, which are the fire turrets, the drones? She has map mobility. That is her saving grace. I will be very... If she didn't have that, I would put her in absolute D tier. I'll be very honest with you. I just don't think this killer is good. The only thing that makes her good is the hitbox thingies. It's just horrible in this game, but yeah. Xeno's my most hated to play against killer. Okay, that's a little crazy. She's not that bad to play against. But yeah. Chucky. I'm gonna be very honest. I haven't really played Chucky after his little rework. I don't know why they nerfed him. Was he strong? Yes. Are other killers strong? Yes. Why is he getting nerfed? Because I don't know. Oh yeah, so what the fuck were you smoking when you put Freddy in it? Bro, Freddy is an absolute monster. Oh, okay, we're gonna... I'll explain all that later again. Like short. Chucky, I think... Chucky... the best thing Chucky has is his size. It's not small. It's not small. Hey, it's not small. It is probably above average. I'm just saying... it helps him hide. That's about it. His dash ability is okay. He can't really control, like he can't really move or like swerve or do a curve or whatever. His like the fact that he can like go under pallets or like vault the windows isn't that great either. I think it can extend your dash, but that's about it. The stealth is good. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much to say. It's just okay. Unknown, bro. Okay, I'm going to say it. Unknown is spreading propaganda right now. I don't know why people think Unknown is good. I think Unknown is so mid. I think Unknown is a worse Huntress. And I don't want to say, well, he has TP, so he can TP around. His TPs are okay. That's about it. I'm gonna say no. Unknown is... I will be the #1 Unknown hater. When I saw the DBD League tier list and they put him like up there, like in A tier, whatever, I thought they were crazy. Unknown is so bad. I don't want to hear anything. His TPs are okay. That's about it. His shots are some of the most infuriating projectile ability that they have. Son, I want you to think. Do you really believe he's on the same level as fucking Pig? Okay. Good argument, actually. Very good argument. I don't think he's on the same level as Pig, but I might put him in high C. But Dredge B. Okay, you're right, actually. Okay, but then I need to put Wesker. I don't want Wesker next to this fucking ugly ass dude. Whatever, we're gonna... Vecna A tier. B tier. Vecna is so boring. I mean, look, I like Vecna. That's about it. That's all. Like 3 abilities that are okay. I believe he's hello skill he can destroy. No, I don't think so. The strongest thing Vecna has is his little pellet pickup thingy or pellet holder, whatever. That is the strongest thing. Do I can no, actually I do believe he can be low A, because of the amount of things he has. He kind of has to be like above C no matter what. Vecna is A with add-ons, and exactly this without add-ons. I forgot. Without, actually, we have to go through all that again because I cannot forget anything. I was still talking about, I don't know, but if Vecna, I agree with B. Oh, okay. You believe unknown low A? No, that's crazy. That's crazy. This guy, you could make an argument for S, actually. Yes, I said it, S. I think S? No. I think playing Dracula is, first of all, very boring. I think his kid is so boring. No creativity whatsoever. And yeah, he just like has the stuff from other people about it. But yeah, like there's not much I can say. He has his pillars, so if you drop a pallet, you get hit. He has this dog to chase you and like do a little dash if it, you know, is possible to do. His bats is a good. His bats, yeah. I can speak. They're good for map mobility. Yeah, he does have every, like, you can make an argument for us. I might add another tier because I just, yeah, whatever. Houndmaster, bro. I will not. No, I'm not an acid. I'm not wrong. I mean, I might be wrong. Feel free to argue with me. I will not listen because I'm a very thing. Like I will just continue with my opinion until someone shoots me in the neck. Anyways, Houndmaster, I think, is absolutely crazy. The main thing, Son is a piss baby, that is very true. The main thing that Houndmaster struggles with is the dog, the AI of the dog. Oh my god, Snug, bro, just come next to me. Dude will literally just go and piss next to a gen and not come to you. I don't know what happens or what's with this guy. In what world is Houndmaster better than Wesker? In this world, Wesker has to use his ability to go across the map, not even like halfway through the map, has to wait for it to come back, and then possibly, if the Wesker plays well, get a hit. Houndmaster puts a dog there, walks at insane speeds to their gen. They have the same double dash. What do you mean? No. Houndmaster is better, because the thing with Houndmaster is, if you shoot the dog out, the thing is, the survivor has to decide what to do. Like, it puts you, like with Weskers, if you dash in front, like behind the survivor, what you have to do is obviously run away from him. With this, if you run away from the dog, you will get hit by the Houndmaster. If you run away from the Houndmaster, you will get hit by the dog. You're cooked no matter what if the Houndmaster plays well. Pellets, you throw that motherfucker over pellets. First of all, if you're mid-animation, you just instantly get injured. If you're not mid-animation, you break the pellets, drink a coffee, and then hit the survivor. Another thing, I couldn't disagree with more, but like you're a little low MMR scrub. You don't relate to us big boys. No, jokes aside, we're gonna talk about all this later. I can listen to your guys' wrong opinions. But the thing that she has is when she hits you with a dog, she just has to wait until the dog lets go and hits you. What happens is you get hit, but you're still hindered from the dog. So you don't get as much distance, and then she can easily double tap you. People are sleeping on her so incredibly hard. It is crazy. I've doubled the hours. Do you now? You have 1k hours. I have over 1k. PlayStation counts. I don't want to hear anything. Kaneki, bro, I don't fucking know. Kaneki literally gets nerfed every single patch. I think Kaneki's A. I would, like, personally, I would put him in B. I just I don't even like playing this killer. I got 1k on Steam, well on Steam. Did you see Vasek player in tournament? Was insane. Exactly. And it's just like, if you know how she works, it's like knowing that the dog hinders and playing around that, and not knowing can make the difference. I'll tell you that right now. You can double tap so easily. It is really not that hard. And she recharges her ability so fast. Wesker takes time until his ability recharges. Kaneki is definitely top A, Brian. This is the killer I can talk about on Prestige stream, and I hope to play more. I'll believe you. When Kaneki released, I did put him in S. I think Kaneki was absolutely busted, which he was. I'll be very honest. I think he was cracked. On the level of Blight and Nurse, no. But like, I would say right after them, yeah. Now he got... I think Kaneki is so clunky. I think Kaneki is maybe the clunkiest character to play right now. His dashes feel weird. Very weird. The last of the game was nasty one for taking the Kingfisher, which was really gonna get away. Yeah, exactly. Okay, if they changed it, that was like the... I first of all, I can't even believe it was still in the game after like so many months. But hey, whatever. And yeah, Dracula's a whole tier above Huntress, not even close. Maybe, I told you, there's an argument to make putting Dracula in S tier. Springtrap, bro. I think... I don't know. Springtrap... I would actually put Springtrap in A. I'll be very honest. Actually, let's put Trickster as well. Let's put Trickster in C. The reason why I put Springtrap in A, because Springtrap has TP, Springtrap has insane amount of undetectable. Springtrap's X is just, in my very honest opinion, a better Huntress. Huntress has more horizontal, throw power, and he definitely, like, you can feel the weight of his axe. But if he hits you, you're kind of... Actually, if he hits you, there's not much, because you're broken out, but you don't want to heal anyways, as far as I know. But he has the insta-kill potential, which you might be like, well, if you're already so close, you can just down them, whatever. But with the insta-kill, you instantly have them on your shoulder, which does reduce quite a bit of time, and you can, like, hook very fast and TP around. And another thing is, you can just camp in your little doors next to a hook. It doesn't... I mean, I don't think they fixed it. It doesn't put... Like, the camping feature, the camping bar doesn't go up, but you can still hear. So if somebody unhooks, you can just go out and just hit the person that just unhooked. I know. Springer versus Hunter. Springer might have a bit better 1v1, but Hunter's that's way better 1v4. What do you mean better 1v4? Yeah, I guess, because if you throw his axe, you're kind of stuck with other axe. And actually, no, even look. With the axe, Springtrap is 110. Without, Springtrap is 115. So even after he throws his axe, he is faster. Springtrap is one of those killers that has one of the fastest double tap potentials. Because if you're close to the Springtrap and he hits you with an axe, you can't make enough distance. If there's no pallet obviously right next to you, you can't make enough distance. Because he's right there, he hits you, and there's literally no like cooldown animation. You literally just, let's go. But I do agree. Okay, no, I know what you mean. Springtrap does have to commit. I do agree. We'll change them later anyways. Trickster, once again, Trickster is in the same situation like what's his name? Trapper, where I can speak. Trickster can absolutely decimate an entire team if he plays around basement. If the team comes to unhook, you getting all down is so easy, like with main event and everything. But other than that, especially in like bigger or like maps with walls, whatever, like with a lot of cover, He really struggles, and I just don't think he's on the same level as like Huntress or like the other range. I actually fuck with this. I do believe Swing is a better demo with more potential for plays due to his X. Pretty much. Because demo can get pretty easily countered by just smacking a pellet. Anyways, let's go through them. I'm gonna make another tier, I'll be very honest. S+. I'll put Nurse in here, because I think... Do we put Blight up there too? Can I change? Let's make it purple. Do we put Blight? I do think Blight is very good. Yes? Okay. Nurse, obviously, the reason why Nurse is on the... She fundamentally ignores everything. She's top. Blight has to still follow the rules of the game, which makes him, obviously, quote-unquote, weaker than Nurse. But that's about it. I think Oni deserves S tier too. I think, like, even with add-ons, I think... without add-ons, I think Oni is the... Actually, the thing with this character is, what do you call it? How is... what do people say? Feast or famine, right? If you can't get a hit, you are not doing anything. You're Skull Merchant, pretty much. If you get a hit, you're a monster. Oh my god. Bobber. Hello, Steffi. You scared the living shit out of me, actually. How are we doing? How we been, though? Let me see. To be honest, the main thing that bothers me about this here is just Cloud and Freddy. Most of the time. What's the problem with Freddy? Actually, we'll go through that. But how are you doing, though? All the BTF better, Motion, and Paron better. We'll go through all of them. Do we agree that Oni is S tier? The thing is, I'm doing good too. We're doing a tier list right now, discussing, like, these episode newbies have their own opinion, which is crazy. But yeah, dude, I think I'm gonna have to record me playing Tigers because it's really, I don't think he'll get. No, I don't think. Clown is just okay. Look, chill. We're gonna go through all of it. The thing with Oni and Billy, for example, is Billy has his power instantly. Billy doesn't get punished for using his power. There was a time for some fucking reason. Oni needs his power. And if he can't get his power, you're cooked. And he does require skill. Oni says we're looking at pops. But if we are more so looking at comp, then it's A. Well, we're not looking at comp. I think. Perhaps. Whatever. Kaneki. Oh, whoa. Langsam jetzt. Kaneki, I think, is very good as well. I do think Kaneki is better than Oni. Once again, Kaneki still has to do something to get his full power, but it's way easier to get than something like Oni. And Kaneki always has like his map mobility, obviously way less when he's not enraged or like blood loss or whatever. Dracula, S tier, obviously. I would put Dracula even high above. Dracula is way easier to play than someone like Billy, in my very honest opinion. Yes, even with the 3 different abilities, I think it's way easier. And he has everything for everything. Map mobility, the bats. You want to chase someone, the wolf. You want to, hit someone through a pallet or a window, your pillars. 0 top of S above Billy. Chill. With Kaneki, you're always getting the first hit no matter what, so you don't have to worry about not getting power. But yeah, exactly. It's way easier. And Singularity, look, I'll be very honest. If you're up against a good Singularity, with add-ons and everything, I think Singularity is even S+. I think the Singularity can, if in the right hands, like if you have the best map, if you know where to put your little balls, and if you know how to really play him, I think Singularity is S. Even if you ignore the fact that he can just, first of all, check everything and TP everywhere, his little enraged mode, his overcharged mode, gives him such a massive stat steroid. You will not outrun this guy, even if you go through windows and pallets. He breaks pallets so fast. Windows, what is that? He just goes over them so easily. I don't know. Slinger was SC before even incompetent. Nerfs made him less viable, but not bad. So I do think A is good. I don't think A. I do think he's S. I really do. Like, I think A is more like. Look, I just don't think he's on the same level as someone like Freddy. I like Freddy, but I don't think so. I just like. Obviously, this is. It's very. We I don't know. We obviously have to think about. Like, if I obviously come with the argument, well, if in the good hands, in the right hands, he's going to be very strong. And then for another killer, I say, well, if he's very hard, so he's low. Like, it's very hard to kind of justify my reasonings. But the insane map control, he has free TP. The survivors have to go out of the way to get rid of your TP. They can infect each other as well if they mess up. You have a TP in chase as well, which makes you overcharged, where even if they vault through a window or a pallet, you break it easily and you vault the windows very, very easy. And I mean fast, very fast. You're very fast. You can't outrun him after that. Like in overcharge, you have to really... pallet is your best shot because it makes him stop and hit, even if it's shorter, but, you know, whatever. Whew. I think Plague goes up, if I'm being honest. Springtrap can stay here. Houndmaster can stay here. Artist, I think Artist goes up. I think Artist has insane map control as well. Now it's very hard to think about, like, I think Oni in his power is stronger than Artist, but obviously you have to get the power. Yeah, let's just do this. Pyramid Head is easy A. Yeah, you're right. I think Pyramid Head, with add-ons, I might put him in S. I think Pyramid Head, with his new add-on, especially the one that breaks pallets, is crazy. You can go double Eerie on this guy and you are not getting punished. You gain infinite, like, a lot of range, and you can break pallets. So and obviously he can execute, which saves up a lot of time. He doesn't have to, pick you up, carry you to the hook you, and then walk back. Spirit and Beast making me sad. Well, this is a no add-on tier list. If Spirit had, add-ons, you can make an argument for S, actually. I will not even lie to you. We might put her up. No, actually, I don't think I'll put her up. Okay, wait. I need to... I've been talking so much. My God, just washed it so... Look. I'm putting Nemesis up as well, because I do think Nemesis is very strong. Even without add-ons, I think Nemesis is pretty good, especially like at tier 3. If you are able to snowball, he's very strong. Do we put Twins up, by the way? Springtrap too high? No, I don't think. We'll wait. We'll go through. We'll go through all of these. Do we put Twins in S? Do we put this buggy mess in S? I just don't think Twins is on the same level as Billy or Dracula, if I'm being very honest with you. Who do we have? I'm getting lightheaded. B tier for not being playable half the year. Maybe, actually, that might be the way to go, if I'm being honest. Because playing Twins is more a fight between you and the glitches than you and the survivors. I've played not that, compared to other killers, I haven't played that many games of Twins, and it feels like every single game had a bug or a glitch. It is crazy. Anyways, I'm getting. Let's see. I play Fikotor kills him some more often than the first king. Actually, that's true as well. He just dies on literally heart attack. Okay. I love kicking Victor. Okay, chill. Relax. Wow, we don't support baby kicking. You do seem to die. That's crazy. Look, for Rio as well. The reason why I put Freddy in A tier is because he has everything. He has a TP, he has a fake palette, which is just a nice thing to have, and it does work. It is pretty good. He has this little dream snare, which is a nice hindered effect you get pretty much for free as well. He's very easy to play, in my opinion. Very easy to hit your stuff. And he forces survivors to kind of wake themselves up. So they have to do something to counter him. Yes, his abilities don't really work if they're not asleep, but it's very easy to put them asleep. Actually, now that I think about it, the clock makes him not able to fall asleep for a decent amount of time. But I forgot to adjust. I think Houndmaster at top is fine. Plague is fine. I would put no, actually, I don't think Wesker is that. I would put Pyramid Head up. Wesker bottom. Let's see. Twins. Sure. Pinhead is horrible, in my opinion. Even like without this box, D tier. With his box, S tier. In the middle. This Demogorgon is basic, so it's fine. Spirit, the thing Spirit lacks is just the cooldown reduction or anything. Spirit is so dependent on her add-ons. If she doesn't have them, her abilities are just a little rough. Dredge needs to go down. No, Dredge in C tier is crazy. Wait. Okay, wait. Knight. Do I think this is reworked Michael Myers? We're not talking about normal Michael Myers. This is well, let's put it in the right. I think like this. I think Trapper is actually dog shit. Here, I think Doctor is that great. The Pig is very bad. We can put this guy up. Look, is Rio even still here? What about High C Clown? High C Xenomorph. High C the child. Well, I want this guy to be High C too. Reworked Michael Myers, whatever. And then the rest goes here. Xeno low B? No. Maybe. Sure, why not? Because he's a little too full anyways. A little too fat. Let's see. Nurse, very fit. Nurse is a spot I will not change. He obviously second best. Billy, yes. Dracula, yes. Yes. Kaneki, yes. Oni, yes. Oni. Yes. Oni without Oni with his add-ons is like high S. Without add-ons, I would put him actually lower. Artist, yes. Insane map, like insane. She can just check every gen, no problem. She has the best anti-loop in my opinion. Yeah, Twins. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, well, it sucks to be you. Huntmaster, underrated. I might. No, I won't put down. I don't think Huntmaster is on the same level as these. Plague can just cover all of the shit. The thing with Plague is if they cleanse. The thing with Plague is if they don't cleanse, you're just an M1 killer, but they're permanently broken. If they cleanse, they're healed, but you get the better power. So you just win. It's a win-win. Pyramid Head is just very strong in general. I think with add-ons, Pyramid Head is S tier, easy. Springtrap just has everything. And I will put him low A. Low A actually. I don't think he's that like compared to the others. He doesn't have. The thing is, actually maybe not. No. I'm putting Wesker lower because you kind of look. His his X hitbox is massive. That motherfucker is a chonker. You are not touching that. You are just not. And he has such an easy double tap potential. Nemesis. Nemesis starts weak, quote unquote, but if he can, get his tier 2, it's very easy to get his tier 3, and with tier 3 you gain extra range, and that range comes in clutch. That range is crazy, and it's so easy to hit. You can, like I said, you can whip, miss, go A, like press A or D, and you will hit them, which is great. Freddy, good map mobility, not the best, obviously. Actually, by that logic, I might put Unknown up. Well, maybe not. Look, I just. Yeah, no, it's fine. Ooh. Huntress, I think Huntress stays here. I think Huntress is strong, but it really, first of all, it depends on the player, blah blah blah. And even with add-ons, she gets better, obviously, but not by that much. Not like Spirit. Like Spirit, with and without add-ons, same message. With add-ons, she's top. Without add-ons, she's. You can make an argument for low A, keeping her high B. Pinhead, if you know the box spawn placement, which is like 40 meters away from you and 60 meters away from the survivors. If you can get the box consistently, you can put them in A. Maybe in even S, if I'm being very honest. But yeah, Demogorgon, very big, like literally in the middle. I think this is the place for this guy. You can even put this guy lower. Like he's kind of just falling behind with all the new releases. Dredge, decent anti-loop, decent teleportation, but teleportation is map dependent. Vecna is okay. Vecna just he can do so much, but he's not good at anything. Xenomorph has a very weak ability that can get countered by turrets. Pick has a better anti-loop than Dredge. Okay, slow down, buddy. You're getting a little too cocky here, okay? Actually, let me queue up. Let's play Huntmaster. Actually, I kind of missed her. Huntmaster with goated build. Yeah, sure. Knight, he can secure a hit pretty easily. He just has to commit. If he commits, he can't. You can just rush the other gens. He just kind of struggles, which is kind of fine. Like I must say it, Knight is very. He is actually, now that we're speaking of Knight, I want to play. I think Knight is fun, in my opinion, very fun to play, but at the same time, he's kind of dog shit. Like he's not dog shit. He's just very. You have to pray that you're little guards work, and you have to hope that the survivor messes up. The assassin is the easiest way to guarantee a hit, but at the same time, look, it's not guaranteed, because if they have a straight line, they can just run easy. With the jailer, you can just touch the windows. Like if you were in check, for example, you go in, touch the window, not vaulted, not you don't have to. You just touch the window, go, and they walk to that window. They won't like cut you off. They will go to that window while and you're running around. You touch the window again. They will go to the window. Like, yeah. And the whole pallet breaking thing with the big guy is very rough. Wraith, very fast, very mobile. Just that's it. With add-ons, you can put Wraith higher without no. Clown. Clown. You know what? I'll do it. I'll do it for my homie, Rio. Clown low B, sure. After the buffs he got. I think Clown is an absolute new player stomper. Clown for new players is the boogeyman for some people. His speed build was like with his speed build, I will be honest, I would have put him in A even, because that shit was just unbalanced. But you know, okay, bro. I'm not rating myself B. I am not the clown, please. I beg you. Anyways, Chucky, bit. Dude never recovered after his nerfs. Yeah. Michael Myers after his rework is still dog okay, let's just say that. Let's be a little kinder. I played it and it's no, I just I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be. And the thing is, according to patch notes, he's gonna be 4.2, which means he's even slower than killers like Huntress. Like in his stalker mode, which is like, why is he still getting handicapped? Same with Death Slinger. Why is he slower when he has very obviously like more of an inferior power than someone like Huntress? Baba goes where Baba pleases. There's not much to this. Just that's about it. Trickster, map dependent. First of all, second of all, he has to hit you several times to get a thing, and then it's very easy to miss as well. He's very boring to play against. Same with Doctor. Doctor's anti-loop is pretty bad. You don't get bloodlust. It's very easy. You either greed through it or you pre-drop it. That's how we play against this guy. Hack, very map dependent. Even if you 3-gen, I think she's pretty bad because she has to M1 you. There's no other ways without her add-ons. No range, nothing. Pig is. Look, I'm trying my hardest not to put Pig in D tier. I think Pig is horrible. Her anti-loop is bad. You just run away. Her traps are the only saving grace, and that's pretty much the only other thing she has. Her stealth is bad. She's very, very slow. You can see her, like, if you're not sitting on a gen that's like right around the corner where you can get surprised, whatever. It's very easy to see her. Ghostface is struggling so hard right now. Dude has to stalk you. He can get thrown out of his stock where you have to wait until he gets his ability back, and then he's an M1 killer. Even if he fully exposes you, you're exposed. You can get down with one shot, but you're still an M1 killer. You're still chasing. Onryo getting full condemned stacks is very hard in this economy, except if you're in mid-twitch because the map is so small. And that's about it. Her little manifest and demanifest is very bad. I mean, you can't get stunned if you're demanifested, and you have no terror radius, and it's very hard to see her. Her saving grace is like the little flicker she does. The same with Spirit, where they kind of phase out, and then you don't see him for a second, even though they're still moving. You know what I mean? Legion, I can't believe he got buffed. Like some months back, and he's still like bad. he's still horrible. He's so... His main gimmick is getting as many hits as possible, and it's so hard. Without add-ons, especially. Trapper, same with Trapper, just doesn't have anything. Trapper's main scenario is in basement, which you need to invest so much to actually get the survivor to basement. Supermarket simulator, nice. Skull Merchant does not have an ability. That's pretty much it. Anyways,